The Trans-Himalayas and its ranges. The Trans-Himalayan Range. The Himalayan ranges are located directly to the north of the Great Himalayan Range. Because the majority of it is in Tibet, it is also known as the Tibetan Himalaya. The primary ranges are the Zanskar, Ladakh, Kailas, and Karakoram. It runs over around 1,000 kilometers in an east-west direction. The average elevation is 3,000 meters above sea level. This region's average width is 40 kilometers at the extremes and around 225 kilometers in the center. The Nanga Parbat, 8,126 meters, is a significant range in the Zanskar Range. The Ladakh Range runs parallel to and north of the Zanskar Range. Only a few peaks in this range reach elevations of exceeding 6,000 meters. The Kailas Range, Gangdise in Chinese, is an extension of the Ladakh Range in western Tibet. Mount Kailash is the highest point, 6,714 meters. The Indus River rises on the northern slopes of the Kailash mountain. The Great Karakoram Range, also known as the Krishnagiri Range, is India's northernmost Trans-Himalayan range. The Karakoram Range stretches for around 800 kilometers east of the Pamir. It is a mountain range with high peaks, height 5,500 meters and higher. It is home to some of the world's largest glaciers outside of the polar regions. Some of the summits rise above sea level by more than 8,000 meters. K2, Godwin Austen or Koshier, is the world's second highest mountain and the tallest in the Indian Union. The Ladakh Plateau is located to the northeast of the Karakoram Mountains. It is divided among several plains and mountains: Soda Plains, Aksai Chin, Lingzitang, Depsang Plains, and Chongchenmo. Zanskar Range. The Zanskar Range, sometimes called Zanskar, is a mountain range in the Himalayas, South-Central Asia, northern India, and China's western Tibet Autonomous Region. It divides Ladakh from the Kashmir lowlands and the Chenab River. In other words, it acts as a borderline between Kashmir's Ladakh area and the state's other two regions, Jammu region and Vale of Kashmir. Many rivers originate in various parts of this mountain and run northward to join the Big Indus River. Hanal River, Karana River, Zanskar River, Suru River, and Shingo River are among these rivers. It also divides Kannaur and Spiti in Himachal Pradesh. Himachal's tallest peaks are found in the Zanskar Range. The Zanskar Range is notable for the Nanga Parbat, 8,126 meters. Karakoram Range. It is also known as Krishnagiri, and it is located in the northernmost Trans-Himalayan mountains. It serves as a watershed between India and Turkestan and creates India's borders with Afghanistan and China. It stretches for around 800 kilometers eastward from the Pamir. This range's typical breadth is 120 to 140 kilometers. It is a mountain range with towering peaks whose elevation seldom falls below 5,500 meters. It is the abode of some of the greatest glaciers of the world outside the polar regions. Some of the peaks are more than 8,000 meters above mean sea level. K2 is the second highest peak in the world and highest in the Indian Territory. It has been named as Godwin Austen by the Britishers and Koshier by China. Ladakh Ranges. It is located to the north of Leh and is part of the Trans-Himalayan Range, which merges with the Kailash Range in Tibet. Kardingla and Daigurla are two significant passes to the north and east of Leh. It is bounded to the east by the Chinese Tibet Autonomous Region, to the south by the Indian state of Himachal Pradesh, to the west by both the Indian Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan-administered Gilgit-Baltistan, and to the far north by the southwest corner of Xinjiang across the Karakoram Pass. The region is drained by the Indus River and its major tributaries, the Shyok Nubra, Chongchenmo, Hanal, Zanskar, and Suru Dras rivers. The high-altitude terrain of Ladakh was produced by glaciofluvial processes enhanced by freeze-thaw weathering. Ladakh has a severe climate and is one of the highest and driest inhabited areas on the planet. Ladakh's climate is known as a cold desert climate because of its Arctic and desert characteristics. Kailas Ranges. It is a branch of the Ladakh mountain range in western Tibet. It has an average elevation of 5,500 to 6,000 meters above sea level and a breadth of 30 kilometers. The highest mountain in this range is Mount Kailash, 6,714 meters. The Indus River rises on the northern slope of the Kailash mountain. The Kailash Ridge is distinguished by rocky, fragmented terrain with elevations ranging from 4,000 to 5,500 meters. Helmet Top, Gurung Hill, Spangur Gap, Mugger Hill, Mukpari, Rezangla, and Rechenla are among its most notable features. Chushul Bowl, an important communications hub, is dominated by the ridge. Significance of Trans-Himalaya. The Trans-Himalaya is composed of granitic and volcanic rocks that developed between 110 and 40 million years ago. The southern Tibetan blocks' metamorphic and sedimentary rocks were intruded by these igneous rocks. The collision of the Himalayan plate with the Eurasian plate results in the formation of the Trans-Himalaya. This zone includes the northernmost states of Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and Himachal Pradesh. It is an extension of the Tibetan Plateau that wraps around the Himalayas. The mountains, unlike the major Himalayas, are not split by extensive river gorges and lack a clear alignment. The highest pass, Chargoding Pass, is 17,500 feet, 5,330 meters, in elevation, 19,308 feet, 5,885 meters. Thank you.